Welcome back to the Big D Podcast. This is episode number 95. Today, the topic is you are the bottleneck. This is a leadership problem that every single entrepreneur must solve.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D.
Welcome back to the Big D Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Sikowski, and this podcast exists to help entrepreneurs become better leaders, better people in their family, better humans to show up, for all the people and everyone in front of them and the future that deserves them to be a better person. Every week we have real conversations about leadership, business, faith, family, freedom, execution, and legacy, not because words like that sound good, but because they determine the quality of life that we have. My goal isn't to motivate, you for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It's to challenge the way that you think and understand that you leave every episode with something that you can immediately apply. Before we get started, I want to throw back to the ones who make this podcast possible. We have our partners. We have Jobber. Jobber is a CRM for businesses who are in the service-based industry. It allows you as a business owner to schedule jobs, manage your customers, your invoices, build systems to scale your business better. It's something that I stand behind. Go check out go.getjobber.com/Big D. And what you can do is you can get a discount on your immediate services. You're going to see a commercial throughout this episode about that as well. Also, Smart Credit. Smart Credit allows you to help monitor, protect, and improve your credit, but it's also more than credit. You're going to see a commercial through this episode as well about that. Smartcredit.com/Big Dan Official. Try it out for just $1 for 7 days. Also, Wabam. Wabam is a company that has products for the detailing world. I love the way my stuff looks, whether it's my truck, my car, my boat, my jet ski, whatever it is, my motorcycle. I love when stuff looks clean. And I've tried all the products in the market. You go to those traditional stores out there and you buy the crap for $20, $30 a bottle. It doesn't even work. Wabam has incredible stuff. So go check out getwabam.com. Use code BIGD10 and get yourself a discount. Also, Proud Father. Proud Father is an apparel company, proudfatherapparel.com. They are for the men and father who go out there and serve, show up every single day for the one reason why they do it, for their family, but also comes home and is a dad. Doesn't give their children the exhaustion they have left, the pain they have in their body, but shows up for work to provide and also goes out there and shows up to be the father that God made him to be. So go check out proudfatherapparel.com. Use code BIGD15 and get yourself some merch. Also, Never Broken. I'm wearing a hat right here. Actually, I'm not. I don't know if I'm wearing a Never Broken hat. I'm not sure what hat I'm wearing. Can't see myself, but Never Broken is a company that has apparel for the blue-collared worker. The man who refuses to quit. The man that no matter what happens to him, he's not going to be broken. He's still going to show up every single day. So I suggest you go check out this apparel, neverbrokenco.com. Get yourself some merch, whatever it is that you're looking to do or get, go try it out. Also, Ability Tree. Ability Tree is our foundation of choice. We support Ability Tree through all the events we do, the podcasting that we do, everything that we do, we support them. We actually, we're just out at Ability Camp, and we're there right now serving this week as this episode drops. Ability Camp is really important for those families that are impacted by disability. And what they do is they provide rest. 1 week camp, bringing the students in, bringing all of these guys in and allowing the families who have to go through all this and be the servant for these individuals for their entire life, giving them some time to relax, some time to just be free, because it's a big job, dealing with children with disabilities. So go check out abilitytree.org, understand what they're doing. Every dollar counts. Abilitytree.org. Go check them out, see what they're doing, and we would love for you to support them. So I'm going to talk today about the biggest lie that entrepreneurs believe. What entrepreneurs say most of the time is that they need more leads, they need better employees, they need more money. So most of the times when I start off with my coaching clients, they'll say, this employee, that employee, the economy, this, that, and another thing. But we always come down to it's not the truth. The real question isn't how do I grow? It's am I prepared to grow, and am I taking accountability, or am I blaming? So what actually happens is, we have leads and customers get leads. As the lead source comes in, that client is waiting there, and we have plenty of leads coming in to that business. But the problem is most of the times the systems that are developed can't handle those leads. So, we hire more employees. Nobody trains them well. We just put people in seats because we need to fill them. Our revenue starts to increase, and the flow gets worse because, expenses start outpacing our profits. Growth doesn't solve broken businesses, neither do more people. Growth actually exposes them, and more marketing doesn't fix poor communication, and putting people in seats just to be more transactional is never going to allow you to grow your business. So when we look at businesses that are growing in revenue, but they lack accountability, it's simply going to magnify their problem and make it larger where it already exists. So when I talk to my coaching clients specifically, I tell them, hey, listen, your business is a mirror. Your standards become your team's standards. Your discipline becomes your company's discipline. Your communication actually becomes your culture. What happens is your employees start to miss deadlines. So you have to ask yourself as a business owner, am I clearly communicating what my expectations are? Nobody's taking ownership in your business. You have to ask yourself, have I actually empowered my team to own anything that they're doing? A lot of things still depend on you as the owner. Why have I trained my team to make all of these things depend on me? Do you ask yourself these questions? If leadership created the problem, then leadership can solve the problem. Remember that. All the problems that exist in your business are coming from the highest source. And the only way to solve them is by changing what that highest source is doing. So a lot of people go, well, I'm not the bottleneck of my business. How do you think, or how do you know that I'm the bottleneck of my business? Well, I believe that there's 5 signs that tell me you're the bottleneck of your business. Number 1, every decision runs through you. Employees constantly interrupt you because they need permission for things. Number 2, you're answering emails late at night or on the weekend or early in the morning because you feel like nobody else can handle them. Number 3, vacations, if you go on a vacation, they fill you with dread. You're afraid of everything falling apart. So oftentimes you don't take time away. And when you do, you're so busy working, on the business and in the business that you don't get to enjoy yourself. Remember this. If you have to vacate your life for a week or 2 weeks, you haven't built the life that you want. But if you're able to take trips while your company is still growing, that's kind of the place where you really want to be. You react. This is number 4. You react instead of lead. The day is consumed. Your day is consumed by, all these fires, but not real strategy on how to grow the company. And the 5th one is you're busy, but you're not moving forward. We got so many things going on. Our revenue is growing. Things are happening, but exhausted at day's end, and nothing's actually changing. And our business is kind of going backwards. Though our revenue is growing, accountability is dropping. Our revenue is dropping as far as profit. Something's going on there. Bottlenecks can be removed all the time, but you have to first admit that they're there. It's the hardest part of an entrepreneur or business owner is to admit that these things are the problem. Growth starts with honesty, not excuses. Excuses and blame get us to where we are today, but honesty and correction will get us to where we can be tomorrow. So I think the biggest question you need to answer is, how do I control this trap? How do I shift? How do I get out of where I am right now? Because every business owner sits in this place, and until they identify it, nothing ever changes. So the control trap is like this. It's easier to do it myself. Have you said that to yourself? Every time you say that, you train your team to think, hey, let him do it, let her do it, they're going to do it, and they wait on you, and you build dependence on your team. You don't build leaders. Control, though, it feels productive because most of the time, your fear is disguised in your leadership and what you're allowing yourself to handle. The tighter you hold on, the less your people will ever grow, and the more they need you day in and day out. And that cycle actually becomes a prison for you in your business.
Quick interruption to the show. Want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors.
Hey guys, I'm over here with Joe from Wabam. Wabam is one of the sponsors of the Big D podcast. We are literally so excited to be partnered with them. These guys literally have products here that you see that have stood the test of time. I'm a guy who's totally fanatic about my vehicles, and I've tried every single product on the market, and I've never seen anything do what these guys' products are doing. So we're excited to be promoting these guys, partnering with these guys. Joe, tell us a little bit about your product.
Yeah, we're a family-owned company out of Wisconsin. We met you guys last year here, and we take a lot of pride in all the products. You know, we cover the washing, the interior and the exterior detailing. We got ceramic sprays and all that. And, you know, building relationships like this is what we love doing.
So, guys, make sure you check out getwabam.com. Use code BIGD10 to get yourself a discount.
Want to give a huge thank you to one of our sponsors for the Big D podcast, Proud Father Apparel. We got a nice new hoodie here. Check it out. Promises kept, Proud Father. Highest honor, Proud Father. We're incredibly grateful for the partnership with these guys. Go check out proudfatherapparel.com. Use code BIGD15. Get yourself some gear. Use the discount and support these guys, especially if you're a Proud Father. Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. We have Joe and Micah here from Ability Tree. Joe, why don't you share with us what you do at Ability Tree?
Hey, yeah, thank you, Dan. So we come alongside families impacted by disability by providing rest, recreation, education, support, and training, basically bringing families impacted by disability out of isolation into community.
Awesome. Hey guys, after this video, you're going to see a link in the caption. Make sure you check out Ability Tree and check out his mission here with Micah. Awesome.
You're not stuck because of leads. There's something in your business right now that you're not seeing, and it's costing you every single week. Most business owners never figure this out. That's exactly why we break that down at the 7-Figure Blueprint Live Intensive. And if you want to see what's actually holding you back, click the link below and lock your seat in.
Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game from the ground up. Now they all know the name, Big D.
If you run a home service business, let me ask you a question. Are you constantly putting out fires? Are you dealing with scheduling issues, missed follow-ups in your business, customers that are slipping through the cracks, you've got team members that are waiting on answers, and somehow everything still ends up landing back on your plate? I've been there. When I built my construction companies in the past from the ground up, one of the biggest lessons I learned was this. Most business problems are not people problems. They're system problems. Because if everything runs through you, you don't own a business. You actually have a job. This is exactly why I recommend Jobber. Jobber helps home service business manage quoting, manage scheduling, invoicing, payments, customer communication, team accountability, all in one place. If you're serious about scaling your home service business, check out Jobber using my link. Go to go.getjobber.com/Big D. That's go.getjobber.com/Big D. But when it comes time to apply for financing, lenders look at more than just your business performance. They actually look at your credit profile too. And what many business owners don't realize is that personal credit can impact your ability to qualify for business financing, equipment financing, vehicle loans, and even commercial leases. And if your score is below a 680, you can end up paying significantly more over the life of the loan if you're fortunate enough to qualify for it in the first place. That's why I've partnered up with Smart Credit. I've personally used the platform, and one of my favorite features is their score booster. It tells me exactly what to pay on my cards, exactly how much and when to pay it to maximize the points that I can gain as quickly as possible. In fact, many users see meaningful score improvements in less than a month. Another feature I like is that if negative items are impacting your score, Smart Credit can help generate letters directly to creditors, helping them take action instead of guessing what to do next. Right now, you can try Smart Credit for just $1 for 7 days and see how many points you have available to gain as of right now. Go to smartcredit.com/Big Dan Official. Again, that's smartcredit.com/Big Dan Official. Now let's get back to the episode.
So let's look at what I coach on and what I build my clients with. I call it the operator to CEO business growth pattern. And I guarantee a 3x return, 3x growth, but we want to go from the operator of the business to the CEO because we all built a business, owned a business, started a business to actually have time freedom, to be able to enjoy life, not to be trapped. So operator, an operator would wake up in the morning and say, what do I have to get done today? And what they do is they solve today's problems. They're busy doing the things that need to get done right now. When a CEO says, who should own this? Who should be doing this? Who should I be working this through so that I'm not handling it all myself? And they start building SOPs and building systems to prevent tomorrow's problem. The hardest promotion that you're ever going to receive is actually promoting yourself out of doing everything because you have a feeling that nobody could do it as good as you. That's the biggest lie you ever told yourself. In reality, we suck as business owners because we think all these things could be done best by us, when if we found someone to do, let's say there's 5 or 6 jobs that we do every day. If we found one person who was dedicated to doing that one thing, that's all they did, and they were an expert in that field, they would outwork us every day because we have 5 other things we need to attend to. But we feel like, hey, the paperwork's not being filed as neat as I want it to. The phone's not being answered as fast as I want it to. So these things are trapping you because you don't feel other people can rise to the standard that you're trying to set. So what the freedom formula looks like, this is what I call it when I coach my clients, is, your systems are going to create consistency. If your business depends on memory, because a lot of people don't write things down, a lot of people just try to use their memory to jog it in and they're forgetting, right? If your system depends on your memory, then you are the system. I'll give you an example. So as I was walking into this podcast studio, I'm like, all right, well, we're filming 4 podcasts next Monday. I need to confirm all these guests. I should do it later. No, I'm going to do it now. I didn't have anything to write down. I didn't want to go on my phone and create a note. So I just did it real quick. It literally took me 2 minutes to do it. But in other situations, if my assistant was not away right now, I would have her doing it. She did, but I knew that she was away. I took the load off of her. I told her I would do it this week so she could enjoy herself. So I went there and did it, but I immediately did it, got it done. But all other months, all other weeks, my assistant would have handled that. It would have been in her calendar. Hey, podcast coming up next week. Let's confirm this. It's a system. She knows. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not doing it. All I need to do is show up to what my calendar shows, but I don't even create my calendar. People create the capacity, meaning delegation multiplies your time, and most people don't realize that. Teaching someone once can save hundreds of hours over the next year if we just teach them once. And listen, they're not going to be as good as you in the beginning, but they can never become good, until they suck. Remember, we all sucked once, but we, through our suck, grew into a leader who was good, then became great. Every team member has to do the same thing. But leadership creates freedom. Success means little if the people that you built it for never get to enjoy it and you're not present. Your presence is actually what builds the legacy that you're looking for. So here's a quote of mine. If your business can't operate without you, you don't own a business, your business owns you. And that's my truth. That's what I always tell everybody. And when we look at a business model, when we look at our team, how we look at our team amplifies what that team does. If we look and treat the people in our organization as an employee, that's a surface level title. But if we build leaders in our company and leadership roles and give people dedicated signs and things that they need to attend to and things that they're in charge of, and create leadership, which creates camaraderie, which creates a good group of people to come together to know this is my role, this is my role, this is your role, and we come together. Not like, hey, I'm an employee of so-and-so's business. Oh, so am I. And my job is just to show up 9 to 5, and that's what I get paid for. I love when I talk to some of the staff of some of the people that I work with, and they go, talk about other members on their team. That's so honorable. But when they go, this other employee, John, this other employee, Mary, like, that just doesn't give respect to anybody because everyone's treated based on the level of maybe pay that they have or grade that they show up or however they're represented in the workplace. So let's look at lessons from Moses, right? Moses was making every decision, handling every complaint, carrying every single burden, morning until night. His father-in-law, Jethro, watched, for one day, and he said, what you're doing is not good. Moses had integrity. Moses was called. but Moses was leading the wrong way. Jethro told him to develop leaders, to delegate responsibility, and multiply himself. That wasn't his weakness. That was his wisdom. And that allowed things to change. What your business needs from you is vision and clarity, accountability and standards for those on your team, culture and people development. Most businesses don't have core values. They don't have a culture. They just hire to fill the seat and then they got to fire. I always hear hire fast, fire faster. Well, if you hire slow, you won't have to fire. If you get people engaged in what you're doing, your hiring process talks about your core values, talks about your mission, talks about the company, and it's a slow process of bringing somebody on. You're going to more than likely keep that person for a long time because they were willing to be part of a winning team, not just trying to get a paycheck to survive. Your legacy won't be measured by everything you did yourself, but by the people that you helped become way better because you helped them and they helped you become what your company one day is, able to become. So when we look at our week, I was talking to a coaching client earlier today and yesterday, and I was talking about giving me block schedule every 30 minutes. What are you doing? Show me what you're doing. Well, I'm going to put it on a Google spreadsheet. I want to do this. That shit takes too much fucking time. We don't have to nerd this shit out. Go get a daily planner. Write down what you're doing every day. Open it up. The book is like a Bible. Monday through Friday sits in there and exists. You could look back and see where you were productive, where you weren't productive. We don't need to take time to remember in a Google document. That's all nonsense. List everything that you touched this week. Do this for this week. List everything you touched this week. Every call, every approval, every decision, and every task that you did. Okay? Ask yourself a question. Which of these things that I listed can I only do? And be honest. You'll be surprised by the answer. Circle 3 things that you're willing to delegate for the next 90 days. Commit to developing someone to take on that role instead of you doing it yourself again. Your business is not waiting for a better economy, for better employees, for more leads. It's waiting for the next version of you to become a greater company. If you're ready to go deeper and really see where your business is at, go check out bigdcoaching.com. I have an assessment form on there. It'll ask you a whole bunch of questions, and as you answer these questions, it's going to come up with answers based on those questions and tell you exactly what the problems are in your business. So also, if you're looking to grow your business, we have events. We have events coming up September 24th in New Jersey. We're doing an event, the 7-Figure Syndicate. At this event, we're going to have a tax advisor, we're going to have a wealth advisor, and we're going to have a legal business advisor, lawyer, who are going to talk about how your business should be structured, all your tax advantages, long-term wealth, and really building the right business currently where you are so that 2027 you could be set up. Go check out bigdmastermind.com right now. Currently, I think for the next week or so or 2 weeks till September 1st, these tickets are 50% off. Also, we have a mastermind in Aruba in November. That mastermind is sold out, unfortunately. High-level entrepreneurs, that's sold out pretty quickly. That's an important day. It's actually on my birthday, that mastermind. It just happened to fall on my birthday. 10 high-performing entrepreneurs I'll be with. My book launches that day, Falling Your Way Uphill. So go check out fallingyourwayuphill.com. Get on the list to make sure that you get a copy of this book. This book will talk a lot about success, life, family, failure, everything. It's a very, very important book, and it's guided to help you, the man or woman who's stuck, to see what's on the other side. So, again, we just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Jobber, Smart Credit, Proud Father Apparel, Wabam, Ability Tree, all of the ones who make it possible, plus Never Broken. Thank you to all of you guys for making this possible. If you guys are not tuned into the Big D podcast, make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these episodes. This is how we're able to move forward and get more people the message that they need to hear. So we appreciate you and we thank you. And this is the Big D podcast. We focus on wealth, freedom, and relentless execution, and we'll see you next time.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D. Started from the bottom, had a vision so clear. Building empires from the sweat and the tears. Serial entrepreneur, that's the brand I wear. In the game for the long haul, I'm always prepared. From the business to the podcast, always making moves. Every step calculated, never losing the groove. Study the greats, now I'm making my own rules. Success in my blood, ain't no way I'll lose. I got systems, got strategies, laid out the plan. Built a dynamic lifestyle, that's the Big D brand. Raised a family on vision, now I take a stand. Roadmap to success, it's in the palm of my hand. We're relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they